searching for their first win in ESL Pro League Season 12, and it might just be here for them that they're able to grab it against AGO, who, to be fair, did have a good result the other day against Heroic, but aren't being able to back it up right now against OG.
Alrighty, kick things off. It will be the CT side for AGO. OG making their way through their map pick now. A couple of sets of utility on that CT side, couple of counter flashes, some delaying utility, a fairly heavy stack towards this bracket side, towards carpets as well, while just leaving Furlan to spot top of banana. He hasn't really been pressured off of this angle. He's got some utility to fall back on. Groovy just holding that flash for the contact to come in towards bracket side. There it goes.
There's a flash right onto Alexi B, but he dodges around the corner just in time. AGO, they have the info, but now Fiku, having copped a headshot from one of those Glocks, is looking extremely low indeed, and AGO are pressuring.
Looks like it's going to be Groovy to draw first blood, second order Alexi B as well. No split coming through. It's 3 through apps as MHL's at the ready. Dropping a pit, Valdi. It's not going to be him. It's Mantu peeking out, but the flank's coming through from Groovy, and that should have been an easy one, but Mantu reacts in time. This is going all kinds of wrong right now. Mantu with another, and still, bomb down now on the balcony. That's going to be rough for Valdi to take.
Well, he's got the time, but he's going to have to hit the shots to do it, and he's got a very difficult crossfire to deal with here. Actually not being pushed just yet by Furl, and Oscarish calling enough of a bluff, really, to keep Valde interested. And AGO do grab the pistol round. So good start into the second map, but a long, long road ahead of AGO if they're to get the win today.
Theoretically, he dealt with that crossfire very well, just making his way to default. No worries about the Moto player. Had the isolated fight with the Dig player. But again, great couple of entries coming out from Mantu. Unfortunately, OG just couldn't get it back. That mid push being dealt with by AGO was just the tip of the iceberg.
Quick one straight up banana from OG. A full eco for them, but there's some decent flashes trying to create some space. A couple of counter flashes from the CTs kind of blinding some of their teammates. Mantu does get that one pick, but I think apart from that, it's going to be about it. Bit of a mess there, but AGO do come away with 4 guns alive, and OG now moving into their first gun round.
Yeah, look, I think it's always good to get those kinds of rounds out of the way. No one really wants to see the pistols. Gun rounds are what we're here for. And I'm sure that's what OG's here for as well. I mean, this is their map choice, so this should be a bit of a better indication as to what they're going to be able to provide for us as we head into the first gun round of the game. AGO, you know, they've not upgraded a lot of their weapons. A couple of FAMASas, MP9 in there as well. Some util, a bit lacking on Oscarish and Fiku there too. So it's not exactly the perfect buy just yet on that CT side, and an early engagement from both teams has actually gone the way of OG. Alexi B will escape with the rest of his life. Grenade not connecting.
Through the smoke, Valdi. Slot's a nice one, and this is looking rough for AGO now as OG are about to capitalize on the 2-man advantage and maybe put their first round on the board. But let's see what Groovy has in the bag for us here.
Well, not a whole lot for AGO to do at the moment, apart from wait. Oh my god, cluck off! It's making so much noise.
Giving away his position.
6 AM, he's just having a chirp, mate. I'll pipe down.
Wow, there's one in the studio. Kind of sounds like you, Mac.
Nah. More of a turkey. Well, let's see if Ruby can hold the line. No, Alexi B shuts him down before he can even fire a single shot.
Chicken 1, Groovy 0.
That's what it comes down to, really. MHL on 1 across the board, and it's going to be 2 in that death column now. As OG secure their first round. 4 alive at the end as well, so that is going to be nice for the economy going forward. AGO, do they go for the force here? I dare say they do not.
I'd say that stat's about to go up.
Yeah, definitely.
Bit difficult to win those opening quick kills when you're versing both of the teams that they did. I mean, starting off with G2, one of the most individually skilled teams in the world. Pretty hard to win those opening duels. And Big, I'd imagine half the time when you're heading into an opening duel, it's being set up so hard before it's even begun that you're probably getting pretty flashed and running into mollies and getting pushed and pulled all around the place. Kind of like me bullying Jordan Mays.
Wow. Well, pistols only across the board for AGO, and OG are taking this one pretty chill. Nothing really too crazy for them, which is to be expected. You don't want to be running into a stack. Taking some slow control of Banana first, and then potentially trying to look towards brackets. For now, though, they're headed in the right direction. There's only one player over towards that B bomb site. It's Oscarish. Smoke in hand, though. And if he chooses the right time to use this, it could actually be a pretty big spanner in the works for OG. Not really doing enough to kind of pressure him to use it early.
Ooh. Little bink. Little cheeky tap. Issa cops it on the noggin. Furlan in the corner. Not going to be spotted initially. And the crossfire has found a kill or maybe two. No, just the single. Man2 comes in to clean it up. And this is looking easy peasy. They know that MHL's over towards that Archer's area. Another bink comes through. And Oscar might be able to slide some shots here.
Valdi, that's classic. Seen him do that pretty much every single map. Is crab walking on the T side. I don't think I've ever seen any player make a crab walk look that strong. Half the time I see someone crab walk, it just looks kind of stupid. But when Valdi does it, it's like he's coming for you and you're going to die as soon as he's coming around that corner.
Two apiece. OG bouncing back as soon as they have the guns in their hands. That's the case, though, now for AGO as well. They've gotten themselves back into the Buyers Club, and they will need to actually make a bit of a response to what OG has been doing, because they've kind of rampaged through these last couple of rounds. And speaking of rampaging, they're just going to go charging up into the A bomb site. Mac-10 in hand. That's Alexi B, who's already up to Library. The rest of OG are running straight into the site as well. And I mean, AGO, they've been completely caught off by that blistering pace from OG, and that's got to be a save. I mean, that's sometimes how the rounds really just go on Inferno, isn't it?
That's, to be honest, just a classic Alexi B call right there. Like, I remember how that old Ents lineup used to play, and there would be times where they did strats like that that just absolutely caught their opponents off guard with some ridiculous pace or some ridiculous timing.
Yeah.
And it just looks like a very one-sided round when it works well.
I think it was like just one flash from OG, really. The flash over towards jungle side, and that kind of sent whoever it was with the Mac-10 in. And they kind of just run through everything.
Yeah, and then upgrade that Mac-10 into an M4. Win themselves a gun round. You're laughing.
It's a tough pill to swallow, though, as the CT side means you're kind of just sitting around for a whole round, doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, good 40 seconds.
That's like the classic talk where all the players on B are like, what happened?
Yeah.
And the guys are like, he just ran at me, man. It's full white. There's nothing I could have done.
They just had the perfect utility for the perfect situation, for the perfect change in momentum.
Perfect read.
We couldn't do anything. I'm very sorry. Crossfire didn't get established, and look, that was it. So.
And if you're Mac, you probably go, yeah, it's all right, mate. Yeah, you get him next time. If you're me, you're probably like,
No. I reckon Mac's a bit of a rager.
No, I say we go again, and then we hope that it happens.
Oh, sorry, everybody. I mean, I should have warned you. Mac is casting. Please turn down your volume. Take your headphones off. You'll probably still hear him.
Yep. There'll be many more yells where that came from, especially if crazy plays happen, which so far it's been pretty basic. Nothing too crazy going on.
Yep. That's a nice nade.
Oh.
Talk about a lack of utility for AGO, but if they're able to get value out of it like they've just done, it might be enough.
Retake utility goes in. Boost in response from OG. You don't want to be walking in there up against this boost from Man2. You'll just be losing your head pretty quick. We have 4 stack on that A site. OG going to retake top of banana control after that. Actually, Alexi B just walks straight in. Man2 is well aware that no one snuck through that smoke. I thought, to be honest, the way that smoke looked, that you probably could have crabbed around the corner up behind that barrel. Wouldn't have mind seeing something like that from AGO, particularly in a round like this where they don't really have a whole lot to play with. Front of sight smoke comes out for OG as they start to head towards this B site. Utility flying in now.
That's a nice molly as well. It's going to push Furlan out of his position, but he still gets a double kill. Okay. How's he managed that? OG, it was perfect utility usage, but end of the day, bit of individual brilliance from Furlan. He's even gotten one more. 3 kills. But the trades are coming in from Issa and Man2. MHL through the hole in the smoke with the USP. Does a lot of damage.
Just hunting couldn't find a thing. And in the 2-on-2, there is a chance. Mantu just on the 10 HP is looking like he's about to be blown over. No util to force him out from the position, though. Issa trying to draw all eyes on the prize, but he just can do it all himself as well. 2 quick headshots at the end, and OG double the rounds of AGO.
Salvage it. They salvage it, but it's a bit more risky than they might have liked it to have been.
Made the FAMAS look like a viable weapon. Pretty nice hold there from Furlan.
Biggest miracle of the round, isn't it?
Should be the buy through here now for AGO. AWP picked up on MHL. Quick smoke towards halfway up Banana, as well as the nades up top for AGO. One pegged back onto Alexi B. And progression Molotov. OG just slowly taking this Banana control. Good utility usage between Valdi and Mantu to take that critical part of the map. Now the smoke on towards jungle side. Going to apply pressure to bracket. The flash play through, trying to send Oskarish onto the line, is punished by Valdi. And now OG going to pick up the pace into this B site.
Berland, first line of defense, needs to get this flash off, but the push has already come through. They know that he's here. He's going to be locked in the corner. Valdi deals with it perfectly before the flash pops, and now it's going to be Fiku to try and hold. Buy some time for the rotations, maybe, but the Molly forces him way too deep, all the way into Con. And these rotations are probably a bit too far away. Let's see if AGO dare go for the round anyway.
I mean, even if there is the rotation attempt and the retake attempt, Issa's kind of all the way back over on A, and he'll be able to wrap in behind AGO. That's not gone well. It's actually looking like even if AGO now do decide to try and save these guns, they're not going to be given that option. So I'd kind of like to even see them try to make a retake happen. MHL won't from here, but in a 1-on-4 with Issa at his back, it's unlikely he'll survive unless the timing is right. And it is. He's actually spotted Issa. MHL will get out, but OG get themselves the round, so they won't be too disappointed so far with how things are going on Inferno.
The other boys were all spotted earlier in the round, so MHL happy just to play around the library area here, try and keep that distance, create that space. But again, another great round coming up from Valda with 4 kills, just cracking open that B site. Great patience as well, not trying to commit to the bomb plant too early, just trying to play off the back of as much information as they could get. And there it is, 5 now. Secured. OG looking good here on the T side of Inferno.
Looking good in this series in general. AGO, a bit of a slower day at the office than their first 2 games in the ESL Pro League. We'll take a bit of a half bite.
Saw one of the CTs running past that chicken, really eyeing him off. Maybe he was feeling a bit hungry. That's a big grenade. I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but it's certainly done a lot of damage to OG. It's not slowed them down all that much, but the smoke will. They run into what really feels like a brick wall.
They don't commit though, which is the good thing, because that would have been a tad silly. Would have just been running into a stack. They just go up, spam that smoke in case anyone's playing in front of it, and then reset. Still got a minute 30, a minute 20. Plenty of time to work your way back through the map.
And AGO haven't gone aggressive on the A site, just leaving MHL solo. So apps will be there for free. MHL won't be getting too much information until OG make their way all the way to site now. As Valda looks to single-handedly take on the 4 on the B side. I think he might have been spotted there. With the shoulder peek coming up from Furlan.
Maybe not. If these were the peaks, then he wasn't. And I'd say he wasn't. Furlan seems unaware. It's going to be Valde just backing away, giving up Banana. That's fine.
Ooh.
MHL with the AWP has to be the hero here for AGO, and he can only grab himself 1, so no reason to celebrate for the CT side, who the rest of will be locked in the B bomb site for now. This is looking a bit too clinical for OG, you know? They're really just toying with the map, running backwards and forwards. They're getting into the bomb sites pretty easily, and it's very, very often that we're seeing AGO saving on one side of the map, while OG have 4 or 5 players in the other bomb site with the bomb plant down.
Oh, if I was AGO here, you'd surely be looking to get your hands back on that AWP in library. But it looks like they are happy to hold their ground, keep 2 sets of armor alive, a couple of smokes, a couple of deagles, which will allow some extra utility to come through in the next. Groovy down to 1,600. Very important for him to stay alive here. But that's going to be 6 on the board. OG doing a great job initially on their map pick and looking to make this one quite quick towards that 2-0 and finally get their first win for Pro League.
Yeah. It kind of almost, at the moment for me, feels like it's inevitability.
It's just because it feels like a different AGO today. They're not... Oh, that is absolutely filthy.
I think that cut a little early.
It's all right, though. Yeah, it's because I think, Jordan, AGO doesn't really look like the same team that's going to... It's going to sort of come back into the game.
Yeah.
See if they're going to try to get into Banana even here. Doesn't really look like it's going fantastic for them. It's a 1-for-1, but they need to maintain this control. Looking at Alexi B here, still holding on to Olaf control.
Oh, and the molly forces Alexi straight to the logs and deals with that one nicely. Furlan not expecting the aggression to still be there, but Fiku through the smoke, gets the timing nice and lines it up, but still, OG one-man advantage now, and it's all up to Groovy to hold. The lineup is good, and that's an opportunity for AGO, NBK on the trade, but it's back to the one-on-one.
I mean, you could see them really lining up there, couldn't you? Groovy had the perfect opportunity and he was able to take a hold of it. Now it's Fiku's turn to uphold his end of the bargain. A one-on-one. Has got the incendiary in hand, but that's not going to be so useful. Would rather a smoke. HE nade for NBK and a flash as well. So I don't know that the utility is going to be having that much of an impact this round. Now NBK is going to look and see if he can get the timing all the way up into carpets here, which he might just be able to. And I did say that the incendiary is not going to have that much use, but that one's actually really good. Fiku, however, hasn't tapped the bomb and hasn't forced NBK through it. Now NBK checks, and, well, now NBK's pretty much won the round. He's going to flash himself out here. No! Oh, dear!
Fiku!
He hasn't won the round at all. Fiku's going to get the defuse, and that is unfortunate for OG.
I've never seen a caster curse so many situations
That was
as
like,
you, Jordan.
A good
like
solid
the classic play where it's like the veteran players trying to do the high percentage clutch play.
Yeah.
Like just walking across that pixel line, just like shoulder spotting, and then you've got just some young sharp player that's just like, oh, what's that? You showed me the tip of your head. Big mistake, buddy.
Goodbye.
Just the tip, but it was more than enough.
Looks like AGO's reshuffled their roster back to normal for this game.
Yeah.
I kind of like that train roster that they had though.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that roster again?
3 times Olaf, 2 times Gratisfaction.
And Gratisfaction, 33 assists
Yeah.
in 4 rounds.
Can I
That's
just
the
say-
crazy part about it.
Gratisfaction was definitely carrying Olaf Meister in that situation.
Oh,
God.
God, you gotta love Grat. Just doing work for the boys. Twice over that time. Anyway, into round 10 we go. And OG, they're looking to continue to drive the stake into the heart of AGO, who don't have a huge amount of util to play with, but MHL with the AWP is looking to spot one down mid. Furlan with a very aggressive play into Banana, but Valdi at the ready.
Yeah, there's an incendiary thrown in as well. It's going to force OG back just a little bit, but they've already got what they want. They've got the 2 kills, 5 on 3, and there's really, again, it almost feels like a round that's a foregone conclusion here.
Oh, timing. That's going to hurt. Fiku somehow survives that situation.
Smoke criminal.
And Groovy, he's going to be left somehow alive at the sandbags. Now OG very progressive for taking the top of Banana. Smoke comes through, but this area still hasn't been pushed out. So Fiku, he's going to come back in and try to help out his teammate. There's a perfect timing, but Valdi on the trade. Seems to be a recurring theme.
Utility into B now. It's Fiku's only got 30 HP. Valdi just trying to find something. And he will.
And Valdi again doing God's work. MHL last alive, but not for damn long. Re-peeking into NBK is not a situation you ever want to find yourself in. And that's another for OG. 7 now, secured on the board. And AGO, you can see that they're having a bit of a rough time here. Really feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of tension there. Similar to those cords plugged into his monitor.
Whoa.
They're very bent. Valdi once again is just a little too good.
Pretty sure that was MHL as well, so he just got banked in CT. And what are we going to see from AGO? Three-man stack, or three-man setup, rather, over towards the A site. Push already coming out through apartments. Looks like this might be ready. Certainly is. And MHL a little bit too far away to trade.
Yeah, same old, really. Valde up behind the half wall and looking to catch Furlan off guard. This time, not quite as much success, but Man2 is putting the damage in, and he's gotten himself a double. So that's, again, the B bomb site opened up for OG. And it's kind of like a routine T side here for OG, isn't it? Spread out across the map, default in towards mid, into second mid, couple of guys in banana, take a couple of duels here and there, win those duels, win the round. Sometimes they're going to throw a faster play in, just charge at a bomb site, usually the A side of the map. But aside from that, OG hasn't really been required to do too much thinking in this half. And they're getting through it quite fine. This is going to be 8-3. Making sure they clear out as many angles as they can before planting the bomb. Still methodical. That's what I like about OG here on this T side at the moment.
Well, that's how you create these score lines, is just make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's, clear every single corner, because you never know who could be laying in wait, especially a team like AGO. OG did say, or Valde in particular did say, that they know that they are a gimmicky team. So, you know, one of those teams that likes to go for the double dark, likes to have a bait set up, you know, send 3 in, let them all die, and then hope that someone random on site can clutch it for you. Doesn't happen all the time. And we haven't seen too much of it this game. AGO, they're just looking like a different team today to what we saw in the previous 2 days. Not too sure what's changed up. Maybe just
The maps.
a bit of confidence. The maps, yeah, the maps certainly.
I think it's not only the fact that like the trajectory of these two teams is kind of a little different. OG's been having a rough state of affairs in this group, and they know that this is an opponent that they have to beat every day of the week if they want any chance of getting back into the group.
Yep.
Whereas AGO might be a little bit slack after picking up an upset over a team that they really shouldn't have been beating. And not only that, but also just the maps and figuring out the play style of an underdog team. Once you get that big victory on the board, teams start to have a little bit of a closer look at you. A lot of different factors.
Oh, he's
Just
waiting,
shoot him.
and the boost is there. He's gifted that on a silver platter.
That's the first time in a little while that AGO have actually opened the round up with a kill. But it doesn't stop OG from taking control of sandbags.
It's a double ult. Gets them into that one pretty nicely. How will they try to close out this disadvantageous situation? At the moment, it's pressure into carpets from NBK. And OG seems like they are wanting to utilize this A bomb site to try to find a weakness and convert a 4-on-5. Or maybe not. Back towards B for all the boys. It is, on second thought. Ostrich still has a Molotov and a counter flash to be dropping. Furlan drops that smoke out at the right time. Does he leave a gap? He does. I absolutely love that from Furlan. That might just be a free kill for him.
Let's see if the bait is going to be taken by OG. Nade to the front of sight. Molly. Wasn't it? Anyway, Furlan just waiting, and OG 30 seconds. They're going to be forced to go now.
They're going to have to go soon. They're still holding on for that utility to get thrown on in. There's an incendiary from AGO that has now just dissipated. And here comes OG, but Oscarish will get rid of them pretty quickly. Furlan also chimes in with the AWP. NBK, though!
Oh, no.
How's he managed to do that? That's some vintage form from him.
This has potential to be that ace clutch.
It'd be a 1-on-5 if he got it.
Oh.
Double retake in for AGO. They got a couple of grenades they can be using. First flash in towards main. Flash into construction, and they clear that out as well. They go together.
They're going to be able to
do
trade NBKs at the ready. Surely he gets this one.
No!
Oh, drops it on the final kill. Groovy keeps it alive for AGO, but NBK, you can see that he wanted it.
That would have been a highlight play, wouldn't it? That really would have gone in the montage.
I think you can see he's a bit frustrated there. I think he got thrown off by the spacing between those two players at main.
Yeah.
Like, he kills the first player, the instant trade doesn't come out, and that's where you see NBK, his aim's a little bit sloppy towards his last kill, because you look at it, he's kind of thinking to himself, like, after that initial peak doesn't come out, Is he flanking me from con? Maybe he's in banana.
Yep.
And he starts to lose focus for that half second, and then Groovy peeks into him.
Yep. Well, maybe the extra spacing is a big brain play.
Definitely
Instead
not.
of a mistake.
Definitely not.
Come on, mate. You got to give him some credit. 4-8, though. AGO really needed that, and they probably needed it with the amount of guns that they should have had it with. Still, they'll take it either way.
They're still in a rough state of affairs. That's the problem. Round number 13 here, they could have their economy reset, whereas OG just have money for days.
OG now. Getting the department's control. Flash to Carps. As MBK hunts for something through the wall bangs, makes a whole plethora of noise, but now we are going to see them head back. Look to maybe go for the retake over at Banana. Are they going to put a bit of pressure on Bracket here?
They do take Bracket. AGO very passive towards this Banana. Don't have a whole lot of information over there. Bracket's taken by OG and they hold for the time being while Alexi B throws a Molotov on towards main, keeps those B players guessing about what's happening, and now going to be heading towards this A side of the map. MHL, couple of counter flashes that he can use towards Dick's side. That Molotov gets expended very late into the round. Groovy's still got a one-way to throw.
At this point, surely you start to cheat the fourth towards the A site. 20 seconds. OG leaving this one so late. MHL, not sure if he's going to have any impact. Groovy mollied out. The smoke doesn't get the job done, but he's managing to dodge it for the time being. That's going to wrap around OG, trying to clear out pit. Groovy just dancing around the bullets now and finds another. Buys so much time, but the bomb is not going to be planted. Site not cleared out, and a great amount of patience displayed from AGO gets them over the line one more time.
That's much better. Maybe this half is still salvageable if we can see a couple more rounds like that from them. It's only 8 so far for OG, so it's definitely not the end of the world just yet for AGO. Ooh.
Sharp shots coming through. And the thing is, AGO, they didn't need to start to send anyone towards that B side either, because they still had, I think, another Molotov as well as another smoke to throw down at the 30-second mark, and that was more than enough defense.
Oh, gee, they're going to have to adapt. A couple of rounds now lost in a row. One of them quite cleanly was won by AGO. So what does OG have in the back pocket to throw a spanner in the works?
Ooh. A lot of damage onto Groovy. Verlin finds a pick towards Banana where there is quite a bit of a fight going on. Valdi trading one back. Every time AGO sets foot in this part of the map, very rarely able to get a pick and get out without taking any casualties. This now starts to spread the CT defense a little bit thinner. MHL in transition over towards that B bomb site. And OG, really, the world is their oyster at this point. They put pressure on Bracket. MBK's lurking over there. Initial pick towards B as well. Things are going fantastically for them.
That one's going to hurt, and Oskrish has a big job to do, and Valde won't let him do it at all. Just takes his head straight off.
Yeah, very nice game so far from Valde. 16 and 6. And OG are going to be going up to 9. So just when you think AGO might have found themselves a foothold on this cliff face, they start to slip back down again. 1 round left in the half after this. AGO should have an okay buy through into it. But it doesn't seem to matter too much whether they have guns or not. OG are kind of rampaging through the first half of Inferno. Definitely going to be looking for those double digits, and that kill is going to help. Groovy down. Viku, the last one, hanging onto a weapon, and he's going to continue to do that, at least for now.
Oh, just tapping away. Good damage. And even more to come, maybe. Isak, can he slot it? Just looking at close enough, but I think the time's gone away. So Fiku happily fighting for his life there, able to bring another rifle into round 15, the final round of the half, as OG, they have money for days.
AGO can scrap a buy together as well. Not the most ideal one, but they do have the AWP and full utility on 4 players. MHL doesn't buy a flash. Some of the boys don't buy pistols. Come on, lads. Every little bit counts. Oh, they're just sending Fico straight down mid.
might just work. OG's pushed their way up banana. Furlan is hiding inside of this smoke at Car. Afiku has been spotted, so it's really going to be here onto Furlan. Spams his bullets through, and that's going to be MBK to find the timing rightly for OG. Probably to find the round as well, let's be honest at this point. 2 on 4, unlikely to happen for AGO.
It's looking like it, and that was just so unlucky for Furlan. Just didn't notice that he wasn't spotted, wasn't known in the smoke, and revealed his position a little early. Valdi, he's going to be traded through, but MHL, what, 1v4, this is looking unlikely.
Well, goes straight through the molly. So he's got some time to work with here, but oh, that's not a fun one to deal with. NBK quite rightly finishes the half off for OG. 10-5, double digits they've managed, and they'll look to finish things off here when we do come back for the second half.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for potentially the final half of the series. Let's see if OG want to be closing this one out. I'm sure they do as fast as they possibly can. But look, T-side is their strong side, as the stats say, at least on Inferno. So going into that CT side, let's see how they fare.
I mean, they got 10 rounds on the T side, so that should kind of back those up for you, Mac. AGO, well, the odds have shifted quite heavily against them, haven't they? It was 1-4, now it's 1-12. And OG are looking very unlikely to drop the series from here, but stranger things have happened, and AGO have had some pretty long maps against some pretty good teams so far in ESL Pro League Season 12. Haven't really showed up with the same gusto today as we've seen in their previous two matches, but maybe, just maybe, if they can turn things around, they might start to feel it a little bit. It's not the way you want to start, though.
It's one of those counter-strat pistols that you do see. OG seem pretty well aware of what AGO wanted to be going for there. All of the CTs in the perfect positions. Now it's even reading the rotations back from those players towards B. Seems like OG is exactly aware of what's going on here.
Yeah, and it sort of forces AGO to slow down quite substantially as well. OG, for their own right, are not going to need to do too much. They'll have to wait. See where AGO is going. The smoke should give away some of their intentions, though. But still no rotate coming across from the B bomb site. Now NBK has some info. And he's going to take the cheeky peek. But Mantu's the one that's doing the majority of the damage here. He's peeking from Graveyard, and he's gotten all 3. That's OG, up to 11.
Yeah, Mantu been pretty impressive this game so far as well. 16 and 5 currently. He's only died 5 times. What is that?
Well, it's been a pretty clean game so far from OG. That's
well,
what that is.
The thing here, I guess the caveat of the second half is that AGO is also stronger on that T side. So this should be where they come back into the game, if anything. But it's going to be a slower start because they didn't manage to get that pistol. OG at the ready, as Mitch said, a very solid counter-strat coming through from OG, as well as some sharper shots too.
Well, just the Glocks running straight through a smoke towards top mid. To see ESA, I think it was in the back of the sights, heard most of this, or it was MPK actually. Well, it's just a crossfire, complete cleanup.
There you go. Everyone gets a piece of the pie there for OG. All 3 of those players on the A bomb site getting involved. Not looking too flustered. And why would you at the moment? Up 12 to 5. They've won the first map, 16 to 6.
That's it. Cool, calm, and collected. Just looking to blow this map out of the water. 16 to 5 is the scoreline that they're looking for. For a team called Average 25 IQ but headshots. Nice. That's a pretty sick team name. It's a long word. I think
would their acronym be?
You'd fit into that one, Pilski.
Me?
Yeah.
No, he's the opposite. He's the exact opposite.
Have you seen him play?
Yeah, you haven't seen me play in official smack. You've only seen me play in pubs against people that play the game for like 5 hours a week.
You came to my house and played in the official.
Oh, true. I don't think that went well.
No, you smashed him.
Did we?
Yeah, you played like super low sense. I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then you
was that the game where I like walked down that low ramp?
Yeah.
Smoke in train and just killed the guy holding the AWPer holding CT connector.
Yeah.
In the upper ramp because I knew he'd play there. That was disgusting.
Beautiful.
No one cares
All
anyway.
right, well, pat
Tier
yourself on the back there,
800
mate.
AUCS. No one cares, Mac.
I care.
I care, Mitch.
Just calm down. I care. It's fine.
We love you.
No one's talked me up for such a long time. I don't know how to feel about this. Feel uncomfortable, but also kind of good. AGO, they're going to try and get a bit more comfortable here, but the pop flash in toward carpet side doesn't go well.
No, and Mantu posted on the line has a perfect bait for Issa. Oh, they were so tunnel visioned trying to get Mantu. And Issa just gets himself the freest double kill of his life, barely even having to work for that one. That's actually 3 kills for him in the round, and now the grenade's going to go flying through and do damage to Furlan and MHL as well. I mean, it goes from bad to worse, doesn't it? You start off the round, you've got, you know, a few players, and then you lose 3, and now you're like, okay, well, we've got a clutch 2 on 5. Oh, well, now we've got a clutch 2 on 5 with a lack of HP. At least MHL trades one down, but then Alexi B through the smoke with an MP9 makes it easy. And it certainly seems that way for OG today.
MHL is looking unlikely, but let's see if he can make this 25 IQ but headshots and get back into the round. No, looks like the save is going to be the call. As we head to round 19, OG will be sending it to 13 themselves. I also want to point out, I'm pretty sure Alexi B was playing the bomb map glitch as well. Just spotting that bomb, and as soon as you see it picked up, you spray to where the bomb once was, and you get yourself a free kill. So,
on the radar.
keep your eye on that one. Yeah.
One of the radar ones.
The radar buggies. Well, it's not really a bug, but I feel like it shouldn't be there, you know?
No, it's definitely not something that should be intentional design.
Yep. Bomb stops bleeping on the radar, and it means it's been picked up. So if you didn't know that, now you do.
Do you know that, Jordan?
I do.
I've met a lot of people who are really good at this game and didn't know that existed.
Yeah, a lot of little tricks in CS you can use.
I think it's one of those things that you don't really think about. Like, even if you do know it, in the moment, it's kind of hard to think, oh, I should be looking at that.
Everyone take a sip of water.
All right.
Isa's keeping us all hydrated.
Mac hasn't taken a sip.
Mac's ignoring it.
Calling Mac out. He's not a hydro homie.
What do you mean? I'm the most hydrated here.
Oh, you weren't taking a sip.
Oh,
Whose
yeah.
bottle's bigger?
Now I've peer pressured you into it.
Mac has like a 4-litre jug of water that he takes with him everywhere. It's so disgusting.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
physically unwell.
Feels like, it sounds like I'm in a toilet.
But it's flushing the
You
opposite
asked
way to the
for it.
rest
Look,
of the world.
you forced me into a corner there.
Oh, well, I just wanted to make you, you know, a little bit more healthy. One drink of water at a time. AGO not feeling too healthy in this round either, but that's to be expected. It's just a pistol armor bite. Bit of an eco round for AGO. And OG are not having too many difficulties dealing with that at all. They did struggle a little bit, actually, with some of the force buys from AGO on Train. But I think once OG's kind of gotten rolling, after those first 10 rounds of Train, this has been a very, very one-sided map and match.
Let's see if they can edge their way in towards the B site now. OG at the ready, and with 30 seconds, they've only got the 2 flashes to play with, but also the rifles, which they've been so damn good at using this game.
Valda's just going to chuck that one on the line. Lexi B's going to peek out from Coffin. Oh, he's just going to throw it in response, actually.
Well,
Solid.
that's a nice shot from Groovy. He's got the hero AK, so he needs to be making some magic happen here. Fiku also helps out. All of a sudden, AGO, they're into the bomb site and they have the bomb down from a round that looked like nothing was going to come from it. Suddenly, AGO have a chance.
Edging forward. MBK just tries to find the line. Groovy posted. Oscarish going to be falling easy. OG on the way back in now. This is looking like a solid retake. Groovy able to get a single. Fights for it as Fiku couldn't get anything done from Dark there. That's going to be 14 on the board as OG get it done.
Take a look at that flash that Valdi was throwing. It's one of my faves. There's a B-side anchor when you're at New Box. There's a little lineup for you. Let's have a look. Just pops right there. It's beautiful. You love to see it. Then he peeks out with it.
Marvelous.
Bit of false hope for AGO, though, unfortunately. They get themselves a 3-on-3 bomb plant, but they can't convert it. So it's OG up to 14, and only 5 for AGO. I mean, it's kind of feeling like the mountain is getting even taller for AGO if they want to climb it. That's not a fun prospect. Here's MHL. Lining up some util for Banana, but it's going to be unlikely to have much impact given the fact that OG have blanketed that with fire. Here goes Felon though. Might have made a bit of noise though going through that molly, so I wonder if Alexi B is prepared, and he is. Calls for the flash from Valde, and that's very good stuff from OG. Good awareness, good team coordination, and a nice round advantage here already, 4-on-5.
Just happening piece by piece now, but AGO just going to be going toe-to-toe straight through the molly. MHL, no way. You are not going to go for the dry push here. Surely not. Might just be the timing that he's looking for, waiting for that smoke to fade, but the rotation already coming through from OG. 4-man stack. It's going to be 4v4. Timing works out this time as Voldy goes down. That's a huge pick to get for AGO.
Yeah, but did they expect still 3 players on this bomb site? Now they think they've gotten rid of 2, but there's still 2 remaining. Man, 2 round the corner. Can only hang on for 1. And it's on to Isa. He's posted on the line. MHL certainly wasn't expecting that, and neither was Fiku. Great stuff from OG. The over-rotation onto the A bomb site catches AG off guard. And the scoreline is 15-5. It is 10 match points, 10 series points for OG, and they're not going to let this one slip.
I think it's a bit too far gone now.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Mitch?
My thoughts are that this looks a bit like the last map.
Mac, do the question.
So, Pilski. You know, hey, you've been a bit quiet last couple of rounds, so...
He's walked off.
He's walked off. He's physically left the studio. But I'm going to ask. I have to ask. how many rounds do AGO need on the board before you believe they'll close out this game?
16.
16.
10.
What was that?
19.
19. Okay. Fair play, fair play.
All right.
Do you think that they can take it to OT?
No.
Oh.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
How
So-
about x-kom AG no?
Oh!
Ooh.
Today has not been their day, lads.
No, it's been a bit of a rough one, so AGO really, you just had to put some salt in the wound, didn't you? That's really mean, as now we do see AGO just creeping up mid, uncontested for the moment.
Yeah. OG took that banana control, though. So delaying utility as this A side execute does come into account. It's going to be the wrap through jungle side now.
Oh, man, two. Just a little bit too late, actually, getting that smoke down. Can't get himself back into the site. So what was a 4-player defense last round is now only 2, but it doesn't seem to matter. NBK, a double. Issa looking for such the same as well. Fico challenging and finally gets it over the line. That's a 2-on-2 secured for AGO. They haven't got control of the bomb. It's sitting there in Diggity. They're going to have to go and retrieve it, and they don't have the util to do so. Alexi is watching it.
Can he get the line? He's spotted that bomb picked up. Now he knows. Fiku with the coverage, 33 HP, and now the tap comes through, but Alexi B just waiting for Valdit. Just edging Gigolene. I think the shadow's spotted, but Fiku falls off. They're just looking to set up the crossfire.
Rip chicken.
Comes in.
Oh, Fiku and MHL, they don't have too much HP to work with here, 33 and 12 respectively, but the lineup could be good. It's not. In the end, MHL trades. AGO will survive another round. Sigh of relief for them.
On death's door, and they finally get one round in the second half. Is this what they needed to try and get back in?
Yeah, maybe. I think we're going to need to see a little bit more than just that, though. Comes down to a very clutch situation for AGO. They'll need more consistent rounds before we start to feel confident. But it's a start, and it's actually put OG's money pretty low. So another one here for AGO, and they might get themselves up to 8. Kind of playing for 2 in this round. That's how the comeback starts. One round at a time, though, and this one's not looking too crash hot. Fiku has already dropped. Groovy not able to find the trade, and OG aren't even going to give him the opportunity to do that. They've slunk away back into the A-bomb site. Now the rotation coming through. OG have a read that this is going to be a B-site take.
Certainly seem to, just going for a bit of an early gamble. Molly's come through. That's the nade block. Furlan, he's not going to be liking that one. MHL, at least with the trade. Issa here as well. It's a solid crossfire. Alexi B. He's going to find that one on to Oscar. He needs to buy some extra time, as now it's going to be Mantu missing a shot from behind. 2v3 now. How's this one going to end?
Well, I'd imagine it's probably going the way of OG. 50 seconds here, though, for AGO to get the bomb plant down. Groovy, he peeks the corner. MHL hasn't cleared New Box yet. Finally does, but it's at the cost of his last remaining teammate, and through the smoke with a USP. Fittingly, it is NBK to finish the series off. The first win on the board in ESL Pro League Season 12 for OG.